AI art and systems like it represent a rising aspect of technology. They are not isolated tools, but expressions of larger systems, networks of data, models, capital, and infrastructure that process language and image at scale. A system, in this sense, is an organized set of relations that produces outputs according to internal logics while remaining partially opaque to those who use it. These AI systems absorb vast archives of human creative work and recombine them into new texts, images, and styles with unprecedented speed and volume. This system oversteps what many are willing to lose. Artists, writers, and other cultural producers have long accepted certain forms of influence, imitation, and technological mediation. What feels different is the automated extraction and replication of style, voice, and compositional habit without consent, attribution, or compensation at the same scale. The willingness to lose craft knowledge, market share, or the economic basis of creative labor is finite. When a system begins to generate outputs that compete directly with human work while drawing freely on that work's accumulated value, it crosses a threshold many experience as violation. Art is something that goes beyond performance. A finished painting, poem, or composition is not merely an executed skill or a pleasing surface. It carries the residue of decision, risk, revision, and lived time. The artist's presence in the work, however mediated, gives it a density that pure formal success cannot fully explain. Audiences often sense this density even when they cannot name it. The work feels inhabited rather than merely assembled. The perceived loss on the end of the consumer is real and intensifying. When AI generated material floods, feeds, galleries, and publishing pipelines, the experience of encountering art can thin. Viewers and readers begin to wonder whether the piece before them required human struggle or merely statistical recombination. The sense of rarity of something that could only have been made by a particular sensibility under particular conditions, what was once received as a gift or an encounter, starts to feel like content. The consumer's loss is therefore partly epistemic and partly affective, a growing uncertainty about the status of what is being consumed and a corresponding reduction in the intensity of response. Yet, the impossibility of that loss on the end of the artist remains. No amount of automated output can erase the internal process through which a human maker arrives at a work. The decisions, the discarded drafts, the private negotiations with material and meaning continue to occur in the artist's practice even if the market no longer rewards them as reliably. The artist's relation to the work is not contingent on external recognition in the same way the consumers experience it. While economic and cultural space may contract, the activity of making retains its own necessity. The systems can saturate the field of reception, it cannot occupy the site of creation itself.